So today we have a special guest from content creation campus of the Pathshala. I want to make it clear to everyone that we'll be calling Takla to a guy with a Bugatti and is one of the most famous person on earth with a Bugatti, right? And so we'll be calling him Takla, and Takla literally means bald. So you can relate who we are talking about, because YouTube is going messy with us and we can't name that guy, and his university will be calling it Pathshala, right guys? So today's guest is Anish, and he is one of the brightest in content creation campus of Pathshala. I'm not still used to this word, but anyways, we'll go through this, right? So welcome to Dieselhead, Anish. Would you like to introduce yourself a little bit to our viewers?
Hi, so I am Anish Adhikari and I specialize in AI content creation overall. And I
Yeah,
have been a
yeah.
student of the CC plus AI campus for around 7 months now. And so far, I've made around like 1,200 USD through all of my skills in CC plus AI. And recently, I have like focused more on like my own personal brand versus like doing prospecting and outreaching. And yeah, so far the growth has been really great, and it is all thanks to the skills that I learned in the CC plus AI campus.
So Anish, you are from India, right?
No, I am actually from Nepal. Yeah, so
Yeah.
actually, I was born in Nepal, and even in Parsala, I get asked that question a whole lot. And like people, they add me and they DM me asking, "Hey, bro, are you
Are you Indian?
Indian? Are you Indian?" But like since I have been in the US, I've always had Indian friends, like in my high school, in my college,
Yeah.
like everywhere, So I feel like since we are from the same regions and stuff, it is easier to relate to and um, connect with Indian people more. So to answer the question, I'm actually from Nepal, and I have been living here in the U.S. for almost 11 years now so far.
From 11 years.
Yes, almost like
So you
11
are
years.
living in Texas, right?
Yes, I am. Dallas, Texas.
So, so do you have a gun?
That's a great question. It is on my list, and I am a little bit ashamed, like to say that I don't have a firearm yet. But as soon as I have more wins in Parchala, like it is on the top of my list, and I want to own like at least five of them. Like big
Oh
ones,
my
small
God.
ones, like everything. Have to stay
Oh,
ready at all times.
I know it's very easy to get a gun in Texas, and Texas is the place called by the name Gun City, right?
Yes, yes. Here,
Everyone has got a gun in Texas, right?
yeah, almost everyone, bro. And each person they have an average of three. So yeah, just
Oh my God,
this is crazy.
that is
Yeah.
huge.
Here,
So it's fun. And
uh huh.
and what did you do before joining the Pathshala?
So before this, I was in like finance. So I worked as a loan officer for a little bit, like home loan stuff, and then I switched to recruiting, and I was on there for around like 2 years. And like throughout the whole thing, like after I graduated from college, I did not have anything that I was really like passionate. Yes, so before I joined Parchala, I
Hmm.
I was a recruiter, and I had been recruiting for like 2 years after I graduated from my college in HR and psychology. But
Okay.
I like whenever I was doing like all of these roles and stuff, I wasn't really passionate like about like all of these things. And so I always felt like there had to be more to life and there had to be more to what I am capable of. And thankfully, I was able to find the content online of a very influential person and who really
Are you
changed.
referring to Takla here?
I'm sorry.
Are you referring to Takla here?
Yes, I am to Takla.
Okay.
But I found his content to be very valuable and it really helped to shift like my whole mindset as a whole.
Okay.
And in the past years since I've joined Parsala, I have it's like I'm a whole new person, you know, like the focus they have on regular training, the focus they have on working hard all the time and trying your absolute best. Like, and since like finding, especially the um, content creation and AI campus overall, it has been like I found my passion. You know, I just love to create overall. I have been music producer for around like 4 years. So like
Oh, that's
switching
great.
to video was relatively easier, like because the flow is like almost the same. You know, whenever you are editing like all these things, it has like this flow, and you really have to pay attention and do all that. So I did have a little bit of the skills, so it was relatively easier to eh, um, expand it even more from just audio to video, you know? Yeah.
Oh, that's great. That's great. So, how much were you earning before joining the Pathshala, and how much you are earning now?
Okay, so before the Patsala, I did have a regular job which paid me, but like I didn't have my own thing, you know, like I wasn't hustling or grinding or trying hard or really anything, just like coasting through the life. But after I joined Patshala, initially it was a bit slow. So
Uh,
and the problem that I had was I switch around a whole lot. So from the PM to then CC plus AI and then to UGC, AFM, ecom, so everywhere,
yeah.
you know. So I think that due to like this lack of focus, especially in the beginning, since we are so like matrix programmed, you know, like
Yeah.
initially, and only after the last few months where I decided that hey, no, like I have to stick to one core skill and go all in on this. And
Right.
for me, like the skill was generative AI
AI.
overall. So I specialize in the creations which are like all AI, you know, like the music, sound, like visuals, everything, you know. So, and I picked a niche and I had the vision that I will be the best AI creator in this niche. So I saw it very clear in my mind and I started to take the action like each day. And at first I had a client too and he was paying me like around 600 per month, and I did like around 6 videos like so far. So the rate on each one was actually like pretty good, you know. But
Yeah.
then it took a lot of the free time of me, and I saw that in his niche, like in order like for me to be the best of it, I have to work on my own things, So I, I did like a lot of soul searching and the whole thing, and I decided that in the long term, like even though in the start, I will have to work really hard and see like almost no results, I decided to do a personal brand and using like all of my CC plus AI skills.
Yep.
And in the beginning, it was a bit slow, but I was seeing the graph like earlier, and it was like this, like very slow, very slow, and then like boom, And
Yeah.
right now, I am almost at 10K on,
Oh, that's great.
and
Congratulations.
I, I appreciate you, man. I only have like 400 more to go, so I'm like almost there. And once I reach there, it like finally like all the hard work will start to pay off, and then like I will be able to have the uh, financial rewards too from my own like personal brand.
That's great, man. That's great. So how much do you usually charge from your clients now?
Well, at first I was unsure of my own skills, so I charged like pretty low, like 20,
Yeah.
30, and so on. But I saw that in this niche, which is like spiritual and meditation, and then all, all of the rest of it, that
Mm-hmm.
the AI powered content which I made was really powerful. And so I started to charge like higher and higher and higher. And I had reached a point where I was charging like 100 for just like one short, So yeah,
Oh, that's nice. That's nice. So, do you also outreach your clients?
I had, but I only had like so much free time, like because I
Hmm.
have a regular job too, and I do
Yes,
this
yes.
in my free time. So there were only like so many hours in the day, that you have for free time. And
Yes.
I thought that I could do it all, like handle my personal brand and have my client and all of the stuff. But then, like the personal brand, it started to really blow up. I had like people commenting and stuff. They were asking me to learn more. They were sending me all of these DMs and stuff, asking for like
Mm-hmm.
more things. So I decided that since I only have like so much free time, I will give my all to the thing that I made, which is all me, and I am the full owner of the whole thing. I
Yeah.
I will create this from scratch, from zero, and then like try to build it all the way to the top. So right now I am all in on my personal brand, and like slowly like trying to expand it to AI, like automation, and
Yeah.
trying to use coding to like use all of these AI tools even in a more advanced way, so like it has basically taken over my whole life, which I love, as well.
Yeah. 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 So, do you have international clients or just local clients, local US clients?
Yes, so almost all of the clients I had were from the US, strictly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Were you so you were getting regular clients or it just a once in a while thing?
Right, so I had a few like one-off like projects and stuff, but I had
Mm-hmm.
like one creator who had around like 50K followers on Instagram, And the way that we are taught to outreach is to create a free uh, video like for them, And I created this like really awesome like AI short like for him, and he really loved it. And he was like my first regular client
That's
overall.
great.
But
That's
the
great.
problem was like, as I said, like there is only so much free time in the day, So
Yeah.
I had to like drop him and then focus on my own thing like fully.
I can understand. I can understand. So, how long it took you to get your first client after joining the campus?
Honestly, like I have had a few like wins, like my first real win, it came in around like 2 months, and it was
After joining the campus, right?
yeah, after
So
joining
it
it.
was a UGC win,
Yes, it
user
was.
generated content.
Yeah, like UGC
Yeah,
win.
I think I remember that.
$50, yeah. And I
Yeah,
was so happy, and I was like, wow, people are
yeah.
actually willing to pay me for just videos, which was a crazy thing. And I had like the last client, it took me around like 7 months, but like you do have to see that it was just like 2 weeks of being focused in just one core skill. Like before that, I was like switching it like a whole lot, but I have since realized that if you specialize in like one skill and you try hard every day, then you're even in outreaching, your response rate is really high. So for me, like this was actually the first um outreach I had spent in like a long time, and I received like a positive feedback immediately, and it's
Yeah.
all because I had been constantly trying to improve like my skill each day.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. How much did you get from that client?
So in a total, he paid me around like 600 for the whole uh past
One
month,
UGC video.
overall.
For one UGC video, you got 600 US
No,
dollars,
no,
and that
no,
was your
no,
first UGC,
no,
right?
no, no, no. So the first UGC was like just a one-time project. So
Uh-huh.
I didn't have him on retainer, and like this is and recently I had like switched from UGC to just being all in on like
AI content
AI
creation.
shorts, and like this was the client I had for the AI shorts, like instead of the
Oh,
UGC one,
that's
if
great.
that makes sense, yeah.
What kind of gears do you normally use to do all your thing like AI content creation or UGC or whatever you do?
Right. So I do like these days it is usually like AI shorts and AI slideshows for my personal brand. I try to post like 3 to 5 piece of content like each day. And the tools I use is primarily like chat GPT is a huge one. I have a few like uh, custom trained GPT, which is like specialized for like each of the flow I have. So let's say like one for script writing, and the next one for like image prompting, and then like the next one for like animations and stuff. So I have like a specialized one for each one, and there's about like four, I think. Yeah, and then the next thing I use is 11 labs to change the text to speech. And I have this tool called Hedger AI. So I am actually dropping all the sauce, so make sure you
Yeah.
listen. So I have this tool called like Hedra AI, and what it does is if you provide your audio and then a picture of your avatar, then it will like animate it like for you, like really
Oh,
quick, and it's like great too, And then the next one I heavily use is Mid Journey. I
okay.
really like it. It is like relatively easy to use, and it is also very powerful too. And
Yeah.
once I have all of these AI images, it becomes the time to animate like all of them into like real clips, And for this, I use a new like Chinese AI called like Hailuo, so Hailuo, and
Mm-hmm.
I've tried like almost all of them, like Dream Machine by Luma, Runway ML,
Yeah.
King AI, like all of the leading ones. But for me and the style that I do, like the Hylio has been really awesome. And but slowly over the time, I have been trying to transition to like open source AI
Okay.
versus like trying to rely on these like third party closed source tools, Yeah. Oh, and then in the end, like after I have the whole thing, I use like Premiere Pro and like Photoshop to create these slideshows and then the shorts as well.
But this can be done on phone as well, like using the application like CapCut or something similar.
Possible,
Yeah,
yes.
it is possible, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you don't necessarily need a laptop. Just a phone is enough for doing whatever you do, right?
Yes, if you have the CapCut app on your phone, like it is really powerful for just a phone app. So try that.
Actually, it doesn't work in India, so it's kind
Oh,
of banned in India, CapCut. So
okay.
there must be something
Aikido.
similar. Yeah. And how much do you pay monthly for all these AI services?
Okay, so the total cost for everything is around 80 per month.
$80 per month for all the
Yes,
AI models you are using in your videos
everything
to
from
create
like
all those generative
ChatGPT
AI
to Hilo,
videos.
everything. Yeah.
That's great, man.
Mhm.
How about payment terms? Do you take any advance fee before starting your project from client?
Well, like before, I used to try like the free trials for like, let's say like 2 weeks or a whole month and stuff. But I found that people they have a hesitancy to pay with the free things, So
Yeah.
like the new strategy that I found was like charging them half at the start and once whenever you have the whole project ready and
Mm-hmm.
then you charge the rest of it. And on like all of my creations, I allow for unlimited uh, revisions, So I always say to them that hey, like you will only have to pay me when you are really happy with the project that I did.
That is
And
very powerful.
and I have seen that whenever I show like this true care and putting in like my hard work and time and energy to ensure that the video is perfect, like usually the clients they are very happy to see the quality, the speed, the everything,
These are the only things that matters to the client. If you are providing a good product and if you are not charging anything in the beginning, then you are just giving your client a chance to know how good you are, what kind of services you are providing, whether you are worth to be paid or not. That is what that first free service answers to the client, right?
mm-hmm.
And then you get easily hired by the client because client get to know that yeah, this guy is worth it, I can pay him this much amount of money for these services and his services are good, so he'll trust you and simply start giving you business. It is like that, at least that is what I think.
Yeah. And even like for me, whenever I outreach, I have the free video like for them, which I made like specifically using like
For
their
them.
own style and content and the whole thing, which like they are able to post on their platforms right away and then see the results, you know. So using the free value approach is really powerful, like because you immediately start with providing value to the prospect, and which I've seen leads to a higher rate of response, and especially if your creations are like awesome, you know, and really high quality
Yeah.
overall.
And I think when Pope told us everybody about it, the free value, I think nobody believed that this must be so much of a powerful tool to get the client. But when you try it out there in the market, then you realize how powerful this thing is, the free value. This is very powerful tool to get your first client and even regular clients.
Yes, absolutely.
And this is all Pope's
Yeah, he's a genius. Yeah, he
strategy.
is.
Yeah, he's a genius, man. He's a genius. So, what kind of applications are you using to get your payments from your clients? Are you using cash method or some kind of application online, digital payment, whatever, crypto?
I try to make it like really easy for them to pay me. So
Yeah.
I have almost everything, you know, like PayPal,
Oh,
Zelle,
that.
crypto, Venmo, even Cash App. So I have everything, you know, that is here in the US. So as soon as they say that, hey, how do I pay you? I have it ready. Hey, just like choose one and I'll be there, you know. Yeah. Yeah.
You're like, yeah, man, I'm ready to get the payment. You just
Yeah.
tell me the name of the application and I have it.
Yeah, man. Ready at all times, you know. Yeah.
You just agree to pay me and I'll make sure that it gets into my account.
Yeah, absolutely. Because in the end, it is all about the wins, you know. Like, why do
Yeah.
you put in like so much time and energy into the whole thing? Because you see that in the long term that it's gonna lead to huge things, you know.
Agree, agree, agree. And see, you are in US since last 11 years,
Uh huh.
right, Anish? So we see a lot of things about US on Instagram and social media, and people are spreading things like bad food and bad behavior of people, all those things, and it is also believed that people in US actually hate Indians. But is there
Mm.
any truth in all those things, or it is just for the hype that they make such content?
Yeah, so like a few things on the whole thing. So as you know, like probably in social media,
Media.
like their aim is to maximize the views and engagement and the whole thing. And like they have realized that the a very powerful way to do this is to create like fear, anger, and all these
Exactly.
things in people so that they share and comment and see more, and so these platforms they are able to monetize the fear, the anger, and the whole thing, you know. And from like my own experience being here, I have seen that it's just people in the end, you know, like in every place that I have been to, like there are people who are like very friendly and nice and kind and positive, and like there are people who are hateful, racist, they're angry, they're sad, and all like the rest of it. But overall, and especially in the place that I live in, Texas, you know, the people here are very nice and friendly, and especially if you go to like the rural areas and you go outside of the main like cities and stuff, the people here are extremely kind and friendly, and even if you're Indian, you know, like they don't have a problem with it at all.
So it's all fine. It's all just hype over the social
Yes.
media about these stupid and silly things. There is no such thing.
Yes.
And what about the food? What about the food? What do you eat there? See, we are Indians. We
Yeah.
like roti. Do you get roti over there,
Well,
or you
the
make it
cool thing
yourself?
is here, like since it is a place like formed by immigrants and stuff, we have
Uh-huh.
people from all over the world. They come here and then they try to start their own restaurants and stuff. So in the place where I live, I have access to food from everywhere. Like Indian, Chinese, Nepali food, French, like anything. Cause all of the people, they show up here and then they try to work hard at their dreams and stuff, so they want to live the American dream. So they start their own businesses and stuff. So as a regular person being here, like we have access to like a lot of the food. But saying all that, if you eat like outside regularly and you eat all of these processed food, like fast food and all the stuff, you need to avoid like all of those because it has a ton of sugar, seed oils, fat, and all of like salt, and all of these
Oh,
artificial
the
things
things
they put
that
in it.
they
So like you can't
usually,
eat the processed food. Yeah.
yeah, exactly the thing that they promote over the social media, right? The
Yeah.
food in the food. Okay, okay. So, yeah, I believe the similar things are in India as well. Yeah, I am
Mm-hmm.
seeing a lot of processed food in India as well,
Yes, it's
and
not good.
it's become a regular thing in here also.
Yeah, cause it's like fast and easy, and it tastes like really good, but like
Yeah,
it does
addictive.
have a lot of harm to it. Your body basically it cannot recognize the
Process
processed
it.
food as food, so it has a hard time to process all of it. And so like
Yeah.
I try like my best to stick to like whole natural food, with like real food.
So you make your food yourself, or you are getting from nearby restaurant on daily basis?
No, so I have been very inspired by Luke on this, and what he said was, you have to aim to be like really quick and be great at cooking these highly uh, nutritious food at a very fast pace. So he says like don't care about the flavor, the taste, just focus on having all the nutrients you need inside your body at the fastest time so that you can go back to your work and the things that actually matter. So I do like almost all of the food like in my house on my own, and but at the same time I try to prioritize speed like a whole lot, and always to ensure that it is high quality and clean and quick at the same time.
That is great. That is great. So you are actually a old school guy making your own food
Yes.
and not eating
Very
anything
old
from
school,
outside,
yeah,
right?
very
So
old
you are
school.
good.
Yes.
That's great, man. That's great.
Well,
And how easy is it to get fresh food over there? How is it? Easy is it? Do you get
yeah.
it from farm market or from supermarket?
So I usually just shop at like supermarkets and stuff, but I always try to pick the ones which have the organic and clean and raw and all of it. So I try to stick to clean foods and like whole foods, over the
Okay.
processed one, like overall.
And what are your monthly expenses? Like staying there, food, travel, everything.
Everything it is around, I'd say 1,500 so far in total.
$1,500, everything included, your
Yeah,
stay, your
rent,
rent,
everything.
your travel, and your food.
Yeah,
That is decent, yeah.
yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah,
Yeah,
and
that's
yep,
decent. And you must be able to save some amount of money also.
yeah, like a few. But I have been taught that saving is not the way to go, since like the system, they are just able to print out of thin air. If you try to save it, then it takes you like a long time. And I have been taught in Pathshala that the way to escape the whole thing is to increase your active income as much as possible, like per month. And
Yeah.
once you have a huge amount of income flowing into you like each month, then you do like investing to grow it, like crypto, stocks,
Yeah.
trading.
See, if you are saving certain amount of money after spending, making all those expenses like $1,500, like for example, you made $2,000, right? And 1,500 went to your daily expenses for monthly expenses. So you have 500 US dollars to spend on investments like crypto and like other things, or maybe something that you enjoy, right? So that is what I meant,
Oh,
not
okay,
exactly
got you,
putting it
got you.
into the bank. No, I'm not that kind of guy myself either. I don't save anything in banks and those FDs and all those stupid things. I am also investing in crypto. uh, it is another thing that my investment is in loss right now. I'm about $1,200 in loss.
Wow, that's rough, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, I invested a lot of money in Daddy token, about more than 2,000 US dollars.
But I'm sure that in the next year, since we are entering the rise again,
Bull run.
like it's gonna go up, and you will be able to like grow the thing you have like
Yeah, that
already,
is why I invested that much amount of money. Yeah, I know that is going to happen. We are already in the bull run, but the expected thing didn't happen yet. Maybe because that Takla didn't pump the token yet. So we are waiting for Takla to pump the token, and let's see what happens.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man.
Right?
Hopefully, like it just goes like straight up to the moon.
Yeah, yeah, that is what we are expecting from it. So, do you have any advices for other third world country peoples, creators, to make it a full time job, content creation, AI based content creation, or UGC?
Yes. So the primary thing which has helped me is the mindset, like you have to be ready to show up every day, like no matter how you feel, you feel happy or sad or angry, change, like feel all of the feelings you have and then transform that into fuel that you put into your skill, your craft. And the first thing that I would say is to have vision of your dream life, like where you want to be in the next few years, like see it clearly, like in your mind, you should be able to like hear it, see it, like even feel it. And once you have that and you visualize your dream life, then you have to believe that this is possible
Yeah.
in this life. It is possible, so you need to have a very like strong belief in you and in God, that he will show you a way to your dream state. And after that, it just comes down to having faith in yourself and in divine, and then like taking action. So if you have
Hard work,
like
yes.
all these things, action, hard work every day, like you have to show up and do it, do it, do it. And if you never quit and you never just like switch around and you stick to just one thing in a core way, then of course like you will see the results. And I have been a part of Hartsala for almost 9 months now, and the core thing I've learned is to just stick to one thing, like as in the past 2 months, like I stuck to the CC plus AI and my own personal brand and poured all of my free time and my energy into it. And then I just saw like great results. It just, I can show you the graph too. It literally was like slow, 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 and then boom, and it's still going up, every
Yeah.
day,
I would like to see it. In fact, I would like my viewers to see it. So do send me the graph.
Okay, I
I'll
will.
share it
I will
in the video
definitely.
as.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, yeah. I did. I'll put it in the video,
Nice.
so people could see what is happening out there when you actually do some kind of hard work,
Right.
right? It is very
Absolutely.
important to motivate everybody and keep themselves motivated until you achieve what you want to, right?
Absolutely. Yes, I agree.
Giving away in the midway is not the solution.
No.
You will keep giving up the things and you will never get success if you are keep giving things just because they are hard. They are supposed to be hard, right? That is why they are valuable.
Right.
If they are not hard, they are not at all valuable.
Yeah, like just being rich
Yeah.
overall is valuable, like because it is very hard to be rich, so
Yeah, exactly.
once you have this switch, you learn to embrace the pain, the sweat, the hard
Yeah.
work, the grind. Like you learn to like thrive in it, and be like, okay, this is like real life. I'm actually creating and I'm being productive. I'm on my purpose in my whole life. I am on the flow, the flow state. So
Yeah.
yeah, once you unlock like this way of seeing things, then just being like a normie feels so boring. Hey, do I just drink and go to parties and have fun? Like,
Yeah.
no, I don't want that. Like, I want the grind, the hard work,
Exactly.
to grow, you know, to achieve something real.
Yeah. So, do you have any advice for the people who are willing to join Pathshala but are still in dilemma, some kind of doubt that what would happen when I join the Pathshala and whether it is worth it or not?
Yes, so you have to understand that in Patsala, there are thousands of people who are pouring in their energies every day to ensure that it is the top educational platform on finance on the planet. Like if you were in the Patsala, you would see it on the first day, the level of education that they have, the support you have, the people there who are on the same track as you to get rich and powerful, and you really have this brotherhood of people who are very helpful. And I all that I can say is trust the process and take the plunge and just try it out for 1 month. And I'm sure that in the first day, like, you will learn so much of which you haven't learned in years. Like for me, I joined in the past year, and right now I am a different person than who I was a year ago. A year ago, I spent like most of my time, like my free time, on like partying with my friends, drinking, and all the rest of the BS. But now
Yeah.
it's like from the moment I wake up, my mind just presents, hey, you have this task list, like 20 items, 30 items, and you have to get it
Yeah.
all done. And I'm like, yes, give it to me. Like, give me the stress, the pain. I will get it all done and more. So it's like a
Yeah. Yeah.
new shift overall.
Yeah, that is great. That is
Yeah.
great. And see, there is one very important question.
Hmm.
Have you ever thought that Pathshala could be some kind of scam?
Yes, so initially, whenever I was exploring the top influencer in this niche, like I had like a feeling that, hey, like what if I get scammed? But
Yeah.
then I saw his video where he said, hey, it's just 49 per month. You probably spend like more on just food and drinks and all the stuff.
Yeah.
So like why not try it just for 1 month?
Once.
And if you hate it, then just leave, like it's fine.
Yeah,
So
as simple as
I
that.
I loved his like honest way of showing the whole thing. And so I like took the plunge and I joined Parshala. And in the first day, I was shocked. Like, it was like a brand new video game had just opened, and I was like a new player in this great game. And there were
Yeah.
so many things to learn, like so many ways to explore, so many people to reach out to and eat, and still, like, even though it's been like a whole year now, I still have like so many things inside Achala
Pathshala.
which
Yeah.
I haven't even seen, like crypto, stocks, and all of it. So
Yeah,
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 the
yeah.
future, it looks very bright overall, and I'm sure that the students there, like, they will be the next leaders and the next like top people, because almost all of them just have this vision and this hard work and trying to improve themselves all the time. It's very infectious, like their energy, it rubs up on you as well, and then you want to be the best version of yourself
Of
as well,
yourself, yes. Yeah, exactly, exactly. See, I also thought that it is some kind of scam, and I just joined it for the same reason you joined. Let's try it. $50 is not that much of an issue, so let's just try it. And I entered, and I was like, yeah, man, this is something amazing,
Right,
and I
right.
want to stay here. And I am here since last, uh, I believe, 11 month and what is the date today? 10 days. 11 month and 10 days. I'm still here since 31st of December 2023, and I'm continuously renewing my subscription every month. I'm
Right,
still
right.
taking 1 month subscription every month.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not taking those 2 year or 1 year subscription. I'm still buying every month, right?
Right,
Using
right.
crypto,
Mm-hmm.
obviously. But I am also getting payments in crypto, so it is much easier for me to buy it using the crypto, and it is cheaper. It
Mm-hmm.
is actually cheaper to buy it Pathshala subscription using the crypto. It is very cheap
Really?
compared to
Okay,
if you are
nice.
buying it using your fiat or hard earned money, local currency. I meant.
Right.
Yeah.
I hear you. Yeah.
Yeah. So, see, bull run is going on. Have you made anything from crypto yet?
Well, I around the past 2022, I was heavily into like crypto and the DeFi and the whole thing, but but it went to an all-time low, in the past few years. Like, it went low, 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 low. So I had to like sell like almost all of the things I had, and so it's still on my planning list, but like, I know now that right now where I am, I have to focus on the active income and then put all of my time and resources to grow that to the highest. And once I have like enough of the income flowing to me each month, then I will for sure like do crypto, especially the long term one, which is Professor Adams' courses, I believe.
Yeah. So, Anish, it was really, really nice talking to you, man. And wait a minute, wait a
You
minute.
as well,
How
brother.
about Indian movies? Do you watch them?
Yeah, I actually grew up on those. So the place where I lived, we were raised on all of these Indian movies and like serials, music, the whole thing, So it's actually like where I learned how to understand Hindi, But still, like, I do have a hard time to speak speak it. But like, whenever the people speak in Hindi, I know the whole thing. Like, I just
Oh,
process it.
so
Yeah.
that is the reason why you can't speak Hindi. You never learned Hindi in your childhood.
Yeah, yeah. It's just through like movies and stuff, Like, I didn't really speak it, so
Okay.
that's why. Yeah.
So what were you speaking when you were a child?
Nepali.
Okay,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, like my
Okay.
real language. Yeah,
Now I get it. Now
that I
I get
speak.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah, now I get it.
yeah.
So, yeah, Anish, it was really nice talking to you, man. And thanks for showing up onto the channel. And
Of course,
thank you
brother.
for showing all your secrets to all my viewers. It was a pleasure talking to you, buddy.
It is a pleasure and an honor to be here, and I think that what you are doing and creating in this space is very like valuable to a lot of the people, and
Oh,
it will help them to grow and escape the matrix and be like the best version of themselves. And I also pray that you stay the top influencer in this niche, you know,
oh,
and you're
thank
gonna
you.
kill
Thank
it,
you
bro.
very much, buddy.
You're gonna destroy everyone, bro, with like high quality
Thank you, man. Thank you very much.
stuff, you know. Yeah.
And so, if you, I'm talking to the viewers. If you enjoyed watching this content, do hit that like button, share the video, and we'll be meeting in our next video. Right, Danish?
Yes, absolutely. Right now, you know, just hit all of the like, comment, share,